Alright folks, this is Zirk, and today I'm going to show you a little farming method that I've discovered. It's pretty good. It's going to take a little bit to show you. It's not that slow actually. You can probably go through the whole method in a minute or two, but I'm going to walk it and then I'm going to ride it, and I'm going to show you the both paths. I'm also going to show you how to get there. So it's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, but that's just because I want you to completely understand what you're supposed to be doing. And it's really good. You get a lot of items, a lot of money, and if you're wanting to buy some kind of particular item or whatnot, and you need to make some quick cash, and you're like, oh man, I won't make it in time, this is the place to go. You can even do this at low level, but the higher you are, the better. This here patrol mission on Old Earth opens up very early. I think it's like the first thing that opens up after you get access to the map. Either that or the divide, I don't remember. But anyways, go ahead and head in here and launch. Alright, so we're back here in this amazing looking place, and actually I just realized you want to do this right after you get the speeder bike. That's going to be the best time because it'll make things a lot easier on you. Well, after you fully complete the mission where you get the speeder bike. So I spawn in over here. Now the very first thing you want to do, if you look to your right, you see that area right over there? You're facing this direction. Just look to your right, which means you look to the right of that there. And you see that blue container over there? We're heading towards that area. And as you can see, but we're going to the left of the container, and we're instead going up these stairs. Now you could get off your speeder bike or you can continue to use it. It's not going to hurt either way. But when you're on your speeder bike, it's kind of as if you're sprinting. Now we're coming up on a part here where if you're on your speeder bike right here, you want to speed right across this or you'll get killed or shot really badly. And then speed right across this. Oh. Normally you want to stick to the left. Alright, and so now we're in this next area. Now this next area, the way to figure out where you want to go, you see that tower right there? You want to start heading towards that tower. There's normally some guy, there they are. I'm going to kill these guys just to show you this room over here. There's normally some other robot guys here too. But these are the types of rooms that you're going to be looking for. And if there's not a lot of guys here, you can stop there and check that room on your way. It's not going to hurt anything. But the real place you want to go, the same here. When you come past this part here, there are some chests that will sometimes spawn on this right side over here by these containers. I would just suggest bypassing that for now because that's not the real route. Alright. So right over here is where I like to start. Let me go ahead and kill these guys over here. You don't have to fight anybody yourself. Alright, there we go. So you don't have to fight anybody yourself. I'm fighting those so I can take my time and really show you the area. So there's going to be a series of chests that you can loot that are very valuable. Now the first chest spawns in like about 4 or 5 different areas in this one. It can be there. It can be behind this here. Or on the other side of this. And the last place it'll be is in here. Now, it doesn't happen to have any chests in here. Now, also, remember to look behind that desk because it can spawn behind that desk. It can spawn up here. It can spawn to the right and the left. Or it can spawn up there. These rooms are pretty much identical, and it has a lot of spawn points for the chest. Alright, so the next place I'd like to go is we got to speed across here. Now, this is the most dangerous part right here. And this room right here is the most dangerous part. Now let me show you something. It's not that dangerous for me because I'm a bit of a higher level. But if you're not going to be using the speeder bike, if you're going to walk the path, oh, hey, it spawned. See, they're on a timer. They kind of spawn randomly on a timer. So, if you're not going to be using the speeder bike, what you want to do, because there's all those guys there, is you want to jump over this, and then jump over this, and I would throw my grenade down there to blind them. Well, I'm a Titan, so I have like a flashbang grenade, so they'll stop firing temporarily. See how he's not firing at me? Well, he just got the ability. The next place you want to go is over here. Now, over here, there's a chest that can spawn over there in the corner. A chest that can spawn right... Oh, there it is. Now, I personally like to get back on my speeder bike and go right away. But there's some more chests that you can actually check over here. There's a chest that spawns right there on top of that building. And I believe there's one in the building. I would personally skip this area here, though. It'll save you a lot of time if you don't check that chest. If instead you just grab the chest over here, and then as soon as you grab it, just go ahead and summon your speeder bike and go. Let me kill this guy so I can talk to you for a second. Alright, so... Hey guy, I'm trying to talk here. Oh, I got a green item. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Alright, I killed those guys. So these items here are worth grabbing when you see them, because 50 of these gives you a lot of money and some other stuff as well. So you want to grab those. The next place to check would be inside this building here. Same thing. See behind there, you want to check up there, but it's only going to spawn in one place once it's spawned. So, and as you can see, you can break down those equipment right there. Sometimes you get rare equipment, but you can break down the equipment. You can sell the plants that I just got from the chest as well. Now, this is a very dangerous part here. If you're not on a speeder bike, I suggest you do it this way. You drop off, you look to the left, right there, there's one, but you don't want to look as long as I did. And you immediately sprint inside here and take a look, because these guys over here, they're all those heavy knights that shoot some really big, see those things. If you're a Titan like me, you can just throw your flashbang down there, and it'll disorient them enough for you to get in there. Alright, so the next place is we head to the left of that entrance over there, and you want to hop up on this type of thing and look down there. There's one that spawns right in there. Don't bother checking in there. I've checked in there about 100 times and I've never seen one spawn. Alright, so the next place, there's a couple of different places. There's one that can spawn in here, various methods. You don't actually have to go in. You can see it from really far away, as you can tell, if it's in there, because there's no real nooks for this one to hide in. Now, the next one you want to check is right there. Right up there in that nook up here. A chest will spawn right there with those leaves. And after that, right here, behind this, there's a nook here, and some spawn there. So what I normally do is I'm going pretty fast. So I look here, I spawn, I do this, I jump up, and I look down as I'm flying. Now, I like to kill these guys personally, but that's because they're pretty easy for me to kill. This is not a good group of them. Come on, where are you at? There we go. Alright, I personally don't like this group. There's another group. Both groups can drop weapons, but only one group has like 3 rare guys who drop more weapons and also drop Glimmer and stuff. So in this area, there's also 3 more possible chests. The first one will be to your left over here. There's nothing here. The second one is in this room here, right back there. Now this one's kind of tricky to walk to. I like to sprint up it, because if you try to crouch over there, you have trouble. You can't really get to it. Just push to the right, walk right up there. It fools a lot of people, I think. And there we go. the last place the chests can be is in here, in this room. As you can see, another one of these rooms. Now you saw I got plenty of chests here. Now you're not always going to get that many, but sometimes you will. It's pretty nice. And then the next thing you're doing is you're sticking to this wall over here and running on this side. And there's various places, normally where these canisters are, like this, that can spawn more of those. And if you see them, remember to pick those up, because you can sell those at the Guardian place. And so now we've come to a full loop. And so I'm going to show you how I normally do my loop with the speeder bike. You can do it really fast. Alright, so the first thing when I'm speeding back here, I normally speed back and go right in here right away. And you just do this circle like this, and you check, and I saw all the areas. Then you want to pop to the left here. Up, there's one. And now that this one has spawned here, the other two areas here will not have it, but I'm still going to check just so you can see how I do it. Now then I can look up there and see up there, and I look here and see here. Then I speed across here. This is very dangerous. This is going to be the most dangerous part. And then speed in. Wait a second. And then speed out. Now once my speeder bike starts smoking or gets on fire, I abandon it. And just wait for it to despawn and summon another one, because it doesn't take long. It only takes about like 5-10 seconds for it to despawn. Now with this bar, I face like this, and I can see as soon as I come down. Now as you see, it's smoking, so I abandon the speeder bike, and I just, that way it won't blow up on me. And I'm going to summon another one now. There's not one behind there this time. You want to look to this as you're passing here. Then you want to look up there as you're passing there. And then the last thing you want to do is come over here and look down there. Unfortunately, these guys didn't happen to respawn. They normally respawn in this really quick loop. And I'll show you what I do if they respawn. Now you can fight them or you don't have to fight them. If you don't fight them, you can't check for these 3 chests. Now see, I had really bad luck this second run. That kind of stuff is going to happen. Alright, so I'm going to do another loop, and hopefully these guys are going to be back when I get back here. Because I want to show you guys these other set of enemies that spawn. And if you are capable of killing them, I think it's worth it. Alright. Alright, here we go. So these guys have spawned for me this time, and as you can see, there's a lot of them. I'm going to kill them off one by one so you can see all the different kinds there are. There's a normal guy right there. Let me see if I can find another normal one. There's a second normal one there, but then you see these 2 special guys, right? These 2 special guys are pretty cool. When you kill them, they're a little bit tough to kill. If you have your super yet, then you can use your super, like this right here. I didn't want to hit them with it because I'm going to kill them in a little bit more traditional way. Or if you're really strong... Uh-oh. Let me switch to this. There we go. As you can see, I'm much higher level than these guys, and they still do a lot of damage. So you want to be careful and fight these guys from a distance. But if you notice, I got Glimmer 25 on the top right. I get Glimmer every time I kill these guys, and normally they can drop rare items and stuff like that too, because they're those little yellow bossy types. And once you've killed them, once you've wiped them all out, you can do your little thing here. You just summon your vehicle, and then check those 3 spawn areas. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the station, and I'm going to show you why I do this sometimes. And it's, like I said, it's mainly to buy rare items that I know I won't have enough time to make money for. So I like to keep a little pool of money, and if I end up spending it all, then, you know, I try to get it back. Alright, so let's head back to orbit, and I'll meet you at the station. Alright, so we're back at the tower. And I turned my air conditioning on. Now, as you can see, this guy, he wants to talk to me. That's because during my loops, I got a rare cryptograph. He's one of the best people to get rare items from. He's really, really good. Now, let me talk to him, and I'm going to show you something real quick.
Yes?
Alright, let me go ahead and turn this in.
We all
See, I got a green, but you can also get other colored stuff too. Now, if you notice here, I'm level 1. It says 1 right there. It used to say 0. And as you can see, this little thing, this bar is filling up. It used to, you started at 0 and you gotta fill up this bar. Now, he doesn't have anything good for sale right now. It's actually all cheap and common items. But sometimes he'll have a rare item in here that you can buy. You can't buy that item unless you're at least level 1 sometimes. So, you know, that's one of those things. You want to first make sure you're at level 1, and the way you get that is by trading with this guy frequently. Buying other items from him possibly. You might want to farm it up and just buy common items non-stop until you get it to level 1. It's up to you. But when he has a rare one, it's well worth looking into. In fact, most of my rare equipment that I have, I've got from him. All those guns, Didn't get any good thing from this yet. The next place is up here. This guy sometimes carries a rare gun, and you're like, oh man, I've been looking for one of those. Like, I've been looking for that auto rifle. And then you compare it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a really great auto rifle. And then you buy it, and there you go. But if you don't have the 590 Glimmer, and there's only, say, 30 minutes left on the stock refresh, and you know you can't get it back, then just really quickly do a couple of loops. You'll have enough money to buy this stuff.
Come see me.
Oh, so right up there was the ship lady. Right there. And down here you can talk to this guy right here. And I think there's some other places you can talk to him on here. But what you want to do is, if you look down here, you'll notice material exchange. It's normally grayed out for everyone. But I have 100 spine medals, so I can exchange it for 50. And if you notice, I get 250 Glimmer and 25 of the Vanguard things. They don't show up here, though. They show up here. As you see, 375. And once I get this to rank 1, see, I got to get this to rank 3 before I can purchase some of this stuff. But this is a step for doing that. I trade this in here again. I get another 25 and another 250 Glimmer, and now I'm at 400.
For the Vanguards.
Look at that. Alright, so I hope I've helped you out today. But anyways, I have to get back to the fighting. If this was at all helpful... if it was at all helpful, do whatever you want. It's all good. This is not normally the type of stuff I do on my channel. But anyways, I will sometimes do stuff like this if I discover it for Destiny. This is Xeric, and I'm out.